For us, many people will say the frontier is Brexit. And I think that is the message also coming from Juan Franco, the mayor of La Linea, who is indicating his own concerns about the symbiotic relationship that Gibraltar and La Linea have and how it might be affected by Brexit. And in that respect, the things that Senor Dastis said about continued frontier fluidity can only be welcomed by those who rely on the frontier to come to work, those who rely on the frontier being fluid in order to access Spain for leisure or to see families. But I think there's another important angle here, which is that it's not just workers that need to flow across that frontier. It's also the clients of Gibraltar, in particular in tourism and in financial services, who come across the frontier that need to be able to access Gibraltar easily so that the workers who come to Gibraltar have work to do. That's why we've given a cautious welcome to that aspect of what Senor Dastis said, because it sounds right, but let's see what it means in the context of implementation, because we've seen too often the Spanish foreign minister say one thing, but then action going in a different direction.
So would you say that a fluid frontier is totally in Spain's hands, or can the UK actually influence here?
I think the important thing here to answer your question is that we understand that whatever the Spanish dogma may be, European law, and Senor Margallo was keen to remind us of that when he was foreign minister, European law makes that international frontier, as we've always seen it to be, and as is recognized even by Spain under the Helsinki Accords of 71, it makes it the external frontier of the European Union. And so therefore it's a matter for Brussels how there is transit across that frontier in future, not just for Madrid. This is an aspect of competence now, which is European. How do people flow into the European Union and out of the European Union?
Alfonso Dastis said he had no plans to meet with you, so do you think it'll be difficult to come to any type of workable solution with Spain if they continue to maintain this attitude?
Well, I have no plans to meet Senor Dastis either, but that doesn't mean that I don't have the goodwill to try and achieve agreement in the context of how the frontier is going to operate and the mechanisms in which to do that. Look, let me just give you an example. In the context of everything that is European today, Article 47.3 of the Gibraltar Constitution says that those things are matters for the government of Gibraltar. They don't become external relations matters because they're European matters, if they are otherwise matters which are in the control of the government of Gibraltar under the Constitution. But the negotiations that relate to those matters are handled at a European level by the representative of the United Kingdom across the table from the other 27 European partners, and in the context of leaving the European Union, also handled by the United Kingdom in the context of the other 27 sitting across the table. So there are many levers that can allow us to reach potential agreements with the EU 27, aka also Spain in the context of this frontier, without Mr. Dastis and myself having to meet.